Hey guys, I'm here. Welcome back for episode 3 of season 3 of Superman and Lois. We're going to go ahead and just jump right into this one. If you want to see the full length reaction, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, it gets you access as well. It is a watch-along format, so we'll need your own footage to sync up with the time code so reaction the entire episode. Get the same thing for all the other shows and movies that we cover here on the channel. You also get to suggest and vote on what movies to react to each month. We got monthly Q&As, behind-the-scenes footage, and try to make it worth your while, so you're going to support the channel. But guys, if you enjoy this reaction, I'd really appreciate it if you leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe if you're not already. And with that all said and out of the way, guys, let's go ahead and hop into episode 3. Here we go. What in the world? Whoa. This shot. Is this a dream? This gotta be a dream. I was just thinking if the planet fell on her, that would be a visual. Yeah, there it is. That was that clip from the trailer we were all wondering about. That was like Injustice?
Morning, sis.
Hey, Luce. You got a minute?
Yeah, what is it?
There's something I need to tell you. A few weeks ago, I talked to a doctor about some irritation I had had in my breasts. I found out I have stage 3 inflammatory breast cancer.
Stage 3?
I was shocked. It's rare and aggressive, and I'm gonna start chemotherapy this week so that if it has spread, we get it all.
Is there any Kryptonian technology at your fortress that can help?
My mother said there's nothing she can do.
I'm gonna get through this, Dad.
Oh, I know you will, Pumpkin. You are the strongest person I know.
No.
We read that chemo affects your appetite. Food loses its taste, so we made all your favorites.
DNR Medical.
They have facilities all over Metropolis. Let's go.
You got your appointment to go to. You better not miss it.
Any word?
I can't get a hold of her.
She upstairs?
Actually, she's on her way back from an investigation.
You let Lois miss chemo for an investigation?
Whoa. I didn't let her do anything. There was a break in the case and...
I don't give a damn about the case. You can't let her be selfless right now, Clark.
I'll talk to her.
Once you do, have her call me. You and I gotta work together on this.
Oh, God.
I was thinking about calling the sheriff and having him send a patrol car by the house.
Well, you don't have to do that. We just got a new security system put in.
Why? The other one's like a year old. Sounds like somebody's just trying to make money off all this.
Oh, no, it's not like that. Mr. Irons put it in.
Guy lives off of Main Street, that Mr. Irons. What the hell's he know about security?
I don't know. I didn't check his resume. I mean, Mom's just wants to be safe, and that's all that matters. Right?
Everybody knows the secrets but him, so he's like, what the hell? That's weird.
What'd you pay for that? It was a gift. It's a hell of a gift. Guess you better get back on home then. Nat, John boy.
The fuck?
This chair's uncomfortable.
Want to switch?
No, because then you'll be uncomfortable.
Let's switch.
It's the same chair.
What is it?
It's a mudslide in Nepal.
Go. I'll be fine.
You sure?
She's gonna sneak out.
What aren't you telling me?
How did you find me?
I'm Lois Lane. I have my ways.
Lois, we can't do this again. This is a problem. You have missed 2 appointments in 2 days. Something is wrong here.
I promise I will reschedule, but
I am just worried about your priorities.
my priority is to get better and also to take down Bruno, man.
That is not how priorities work.
You saw something.
There were a couple of guys loading trucks. I got their plates.
Then we should go in there.
No, Lois, they might come back.
Then we can see what they haven't packed up yet.
They had guns.
Then we better hurry.
Damn it, Lois! Lois! Lois!
I understand because she's avoiding it rather than facing it. This is more of a decoy or distraction for herself and her mind.
I just figured someone as busy as you could use a coffee. Looks like you beefed up security.
Yeah, felt pretty necessary.
Who set that up for you?
Why are you asking?
Just curious, was all. Well, Sarah mentioned something about, I don't know, some new security protocols.
That's why you're here. Not to bring me coffee and see how I'm doing, but to snoop on me?
I just wanted to make sure things were on the up and up, all right? I care about you.
You care about your fragile ego. So next time you want to ask me something, ask it.
Hey, look, Lana, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to come in here and...
I have a very busy day ahead of me. Thanks for the coffee.
Lana's really had like a stick up her butt so far in these first 3 episodes. Compared to where we left things at the end of last season, like she's been very like, she's definitely 180'd a little bit.
Miss Lane left before we could start. I've been trying to reach her, but she's not picking up.
I know who that was. Are you trying to get Superman mad at me?
Don't worry about it.
You keep saying that and I keep worrying.
Oh.
What is all this equipment for?
We have to get out of here.
Yeah, that's not quiet at all.
Oops.
Alrighty. Great.
Usually take 3 seconds, maybe 10 if he's in space.
It's not making the normal sound for us.
He must have done something to this freezer.
Wow, that's a gorgeous shot.
Lois is missing. What happened? I left her at a treatment to handle a situation in Nepal. When I got back, they said she left early.
How could you just leave her?
Lives were at stake.
My daughter's life is at stake. You should have been there to make sure she didn't leave. None of this is helpful right now, didn't you?
Jordan, my truck's gone. I got an alert on my phone, so I went outside after class to check it's not there.
What?
Are you sure?
Wow.
Yeah, I parked right next to Walnuts.
I mean, it's just that your dad was acting kind of weird last night.
So you think that means he stole your truck?
No, but he did
Yeah.
kind of ask how much it cost.
He was just making conversation.
It didn't
Yeah,
seem like that.
nah.
The way he asked.
Right, and the way he looks, because we're poor and we live in a trailer. So
No, I wasn't saying
I can't
that.
believe you'd even think that.
Well, I mean, considering, the plot of last season.
I don't want him to get arrested.
Wait, maybe if we find it ourselves, he doesn't have to.
Jordan, book it.
What did you say to your father last night?
Hello to you too?
He came by my office asking about security systems. Did you tell him something was going on between me and John Henry?
No.
Your father certainly thought so.
Well, that's his business. I can't control what Dad thinks.
Just be mindful of what you tell him about me.
Sure. Do you want to give me like a list of things that I can and cannot say?
Don't be a smartass.
Don't make everything about you.
But, I'm sorry, what did you say?
More important.
You are so ungrateful.
I'm ungrateful?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? Go to your room.
Yeah, go ahead. Boss everybody around like you usually do.
I said get out of my
Probably
face.
why Dad cheated on you.
That might have been a little too far.
Sarah. Honey,
Yeah, Lana is out of place. I was a lauded defender for 2 seasons. Not this one. Little overkill for.
So what now? Call the sheriff? By the time she gets here, it'll be too late. Besides, isn't this what you've been training for? He says I can't do this kind of stuff alone.
Well, then I'll do it myself. I'm getting that watch back.
Fine. It's all of us. But we cannot be seen. Can you just speed in there and knock them all out? I mean, maybe, but we'd have to take out any cameras first.
Well, forget that. I have a better idea. How long can you hold your breath?
Hurry up, let's go.
What?
Out of here and back to the lab.
And she does just have to get out of the freezer.
Got her.
Yo. Oh, yo.
I've been wanting to try these out.
I am Mega Man.
What is that?
Why does John need to be in here at all? Either one of them could have done that. But who took it though? Who took it? That could have been better, but that was kind of funny though.
Why would you do this, especially right now when you're sick?
Everyone is treating me the same way. Like I'm fragile, and damn it, I am not. Not yet anyway, and until I am, everyone just needs to let me be me.
It doesn't feel like you're taking this as seriously as you should be.
This is all I have thought about since the moment I found out. Anytime my mind is at rest, it pops into my head, and it is so exhausting.
Let me help you.
With what? I'm the one who has to sit in that uncomfortable chair for hours on end. I am the one whose body is gonna be pumped full of just toxic drugs. I'm the one who might lose my hair, my taste buds, my energy, me.
I know. But the best way to get through this is gonna be as a team. And that means me and you, Lois.
Everything at that facility was destroyed, but we were able to run the sample you sent over yesterday.
Whose blood was it?
Yours.
What?
Got a visitor.
Did you find the watch?
I found this in my dad's stuff, and I saw your name engraved on the back.
Yeah, so he took the truck and the watch.
Yeah, I'm really sorry I got so mad at you.
Nobody's perfect.
You seem to be.
About that.
Not even close. There's something I should tell you.
You do not want to hear about my day.
Well, I almost died in a freezer.
Hold on, what?
Hey, do you want to come back to my place? Maybe watch a movie?
Yeah, I think I do.
Oh wow, she snuck out.
Clark, have you seen the keys?
I'm driving.
Maybe on the way back, because I want to get there on time.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, I guess we better get going then, shouldn't we? No one listens to me.
This is a reminder that we're here for you. It's my mom's. It's beautiful.
Okay, time to use that watch. Don't want to be late.
Right.
Keeping us on point.
I know she's not my mom.
It wasn't about that. I think by telling myself that I was trying to keep her from hurting so much. When she was in trouble, I realized that she's my friend. I'm just really worried about her.
Me too.
Man, that was such a beautifully frustrating episode, man. Because I understand where Lois is coming from. I understand where pretty much everybody's coming from in this. Except for what is happening up here. But, like, I'll tell you the one thing that I just couldn't wrap my head around, and that's Lana and the way she's been acting as of late. Like, was Kyle really kind of crossing a little bit of a line about being like, well, so who started? To be fair, though, you know, if you know, like he said, like the security system they had, it's still recent, it's still new. And at the end of the day, his daughters are still in that house. So he still should have some right to understand what's going on, especially when they were just recently attacked and with everything going on. Of course, he doesn't know anything more about John Henry than anybody else. So he's got some, is it a little bit of jealousy? Maybe a little bit of a fragile ego? Maybe, possibly, probably. But definitely think she legitimately overreacted. And we've seen throughout this season, trying to be a little understanding, is like being mayor, and especially going through an event like she went through, feeling that powerlessness while also being completely overwhelmed with everything she's been dealing with. She's not in the best places mentally. We've kind of seen that throughout the season so far in these first 3 episodes. But let's say I love how they handled the family dealing with Lois, and then Lois dealing with this revelation. And while we understand, we're all like, damn it, Lois, you need to be going to your appointments. It's wholly understandable and completely relatable as to why she's missing them. But at the same time, everybody else's hearts are in the right place. I'm very curious to see how this whole thing unfolds over time. But I really love the way they're handling it, because like everything else, the show does what this show does best out of any show I've seen in a long time, especially on this station, is handling the interpersonal relationships of everybody involved. Like, even if right now I feel like Lana's crossed a little bit of a line and becoming a little unreasonable, it's still very relatable. I don't think it's done for... Nothing in the show for me really ever comes off as being done purely for drama. It always feels like natural to the characters in the moment. And I feel like that about every little turn in this. But now we've uncovered this little mystery about what Bruno is up to. He's got somehow, I don't know how, but he's got Clark's blood. And he's trying to infuse it, I guess, into people, like experimenting with, starting off with Henry Miller here, and he could only handle so much of it. It's probably some kind of mix of that and XK maybe, but he's trying to create his own superhuman. And he's like, okay, well, he can't handle it, but we're going to keep him alive for some reason. Find us somebody who can handle it better, so we can push farther, because Henry Miller apparently has limitations on how much he could kind of take in and utilize. So what's the next step? Because this leaves me completely unsure of who or what, because I don't know if this will be like a wholly original creation or something like that, or not really a named villain from the comics or anything of the sort. But it makes me wonder if they're trying to create any particular character, and I'm trying to think of like who that might be. Like, this whole scenario could have led to a Bizarro, but they did the whole Bizarro world with that. So I'm wondering what this will evolve into, because it definitely seems like the starting point for like a super powered villain towards the end, or something that maybe either Lex or Bruno can somehow infuse into themselves, and they'll become something more, something greater. My big question is how they get Superman's blood, and such a plentiful amount of it. Yeah, this is a great episode, man. The whole kids, their little thing, doing all this for Lois, and then of course doing all this, then Candace's father stealing John's truck, the watch, and all that. That whole little sequence of them kind of stepping in and intervening. Though it makes zero sense why they needed John to go in there. Were they vigilanting so hard that they were like, he's the only one with a driver's license, so he's got to be the one to turn the car on and drive it out? When realistically, Jordan could just grab the truck and take it out of there. Like, Jonathan didn't need to hold his breath in that smoke bomb just to get to the truck. That was a little silly, but it is what it is. And I'm very curious to see what Candace's reaction is to the whole Eliza thing in the end. But again, that's another relationship where it just goes to show that everybody really talks about these things in a very mature and responsible way at the end of the day. Did he dodge it for a little bit? Yes. But did he own up to it in the end? Seemingly so. We didn't see the conversation, but I'm assuming that we're just bypassing that. So we'll see what happens in the next one. John Henry coming to terms with Nat wanting to do this loving gesture towards this world's Lois, and coming around and understanding that he was putting up this wall to try not to hurt as well, because even if she's not his wife, she is his friend, and he's trying to protect himself as much as he's trying to protect Nat. Just beautifully done, man, across the board. And then of course Kyle, I really wish they kind of would have brought Kyle into the loop. Starting from the first season 1, it's still like, again, I think it's a testament to the show's writing. It's just like Kyle could have been a character that we easily were just meant to distrust, dislike, and all that, because that's just how he started off. But he's evolved. He's one of my favorite characters in this show, like outside of the primary core. I always find him really grounded and relatable. Like, he's very flawed, as everybody is. Like, nobody in this is completely perfect, but I really like how he's written, because he's not just this one-dimensional, schlub like you would kind of see in most cheap, like, soap opera TV shows. The thing about the show, and I've said this time and time and again, is that it always avoids all of the low-hanging fruit most shows will be more than happy to grab for some easy drama. But the show goes and dances around that. I'm curious to see how this relationship with him and Chrissy evolves. Very curious to see how this relationship with John Henry and Lana evolves. And just how Lana can repair this breach of trust with Sarah. I do say Sarah crossed the line a little bit with the whole, Kyle cheating on her line. Everything else is probably true. And hell, maybe that is true. We don't really know. We came in after all of that had already been transpiring and resolved and buried until it resurfaced. So we don't know what was happening when that was going on, and it still doesn't excuse it, but I'm just trying to think about everybody's motivations and where their headspaces are at and all that. But I don't know. It's a beautiful show, man. And Sam's reaction to Lois and her treatments and the way he dads up on Clark is also great. Clark's fear about everything that's going on. It's like, I'm wondering if that dream he's having, that recurring dream, is like a manifestation of his fear of Lois's cancer, or like a premonition. I don't think it's a premonition. I feel like that is quite literally his world is crumbling around him, and his world is Lois. So she is the point of focus in that dream. That's how I read it for right now, until something changes that down the road. Solid episode. Guys, what did you think? I'd love to know your thoughts. Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. If you enjoyed this reaction, please leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe if you're not already. Really appreciate it. And if you want to see the full-length reaction, check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, get you access as well. And speaking of, before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends, Ben, Cher, Ryan, Karen, Jason Coleman, Philly Vane, York Kurscon, Margaret Grace, Melita, Robert Anguiano, Raven McCann, Jeffrey Hale, M. Sephiroth, Jake Contrell, Josh Lee, and Aaron Myers. Thank you guys so much for your continued support, and everybody who's been helping the channel grow and be what it is today. Thank you guys so much. And that's it for this video. I'll see you all next week with the next episode of Superman and Lois. Take care, everybody.